All right, Canelo Alvarez does an interview where he's asked about fighting David Benavides. And they asked him, they said that people like Mike Tyson and the fight fans will like him to fight Benavides. He goes on to say that I don't care what they want, and I don't care what Mike Tyson says or what he wants to see. You know what I'm saying? Nobody runs me. I basically do what I want. Blase split. And he goes on to say that Benavides has nothing to offer me. Okay? That was his key point. Benavides has nothing to offer me. Now let's just do a little bit of deductive reasoning here. What did Rocky Fielding offer you? Callum Smith, what did he offer you? What was the benefit of fighting somebody coming off of a loss? What did that offer you? See, what he says, it's no problem until you look at what he's been doing and it contradicts what he just said. So if Benavides has nothing to offer you, I don't see how Rocky Fielding did. Of course, you're going to hear some fans telling, well, you know, this person was a champion. But Demetrius Andrade was a champion too. But we know as soon as we mention that name, you know what I'm saying, just all hell breaks loose. You know, people have abandoned the idea that you'll even fight a Demetrius Andrade. So now they want to see you take on a David Benavides. And now he has nothing to offer you. Now let's pause for a minute. Now let's mirror back to this interview with Brian Custer, where Brian clearly asked him, did he want to fight Benavides? And what did Canelo Alvarez say? Yes, I want to fight Benavides. Why not? I want to give people the fights that they want to see. Those are his exact words, and this is the interview right here. You can go look it up. So how in one instance you say he has nothing to offer me, then 10 months ago you say, well, I do want to fight David Benavides. I want to give people the fight that they want. So when Canelo Alvarez says he has nothing to offer me, on the contrary, what he offers you is giving the people the fights that they want to see. That's what he offers you. See, Canelo, he don't fight no young lions. He don't. He'll always be the youngest guy in the ring. That's how he rolls. But people want to see a David Benavides fight. So what does he offer you? A crowd-pleasing fight. And a fight that the fans want to see. And the fight will sell out. Canelo knows that. Canelo's just not willing to risk his career at this point. And he's not going to do it no more. Canelo's going to coast this Sesame Street opponent fighting thing all the way to the end of his career. That's why it's just best that this dude just retire and just go ahead and get out the way. Because every time somebody want to fight Canelo Alvarez, what do we have to hear? Something about the Canelo stimulus check. Something about the Canelo sweepstakes. Well, let me ask you a question. Was Canelo just trying to give the payday? Just trying to give the payday when he fought Floyd Mayweather? What did Canelo offer Floyd Mayweather? Especially being the fact that Canelo popularity or got known to the world fighting on Mayweather's undercard. But how come it's never a payday? How come it's never a Mayweather stimulus check? How come it's never a severance package and all that shit when people wanted to fight Floyd? See, at the same time, they want to tell you, you want to see the best fight the best. And then they'll turn around and also tell you that Canelo is the best and he's number one pound for pound, and they'll fight you up and down. But if somebody challenged the so-called best fighter and you want the best to fight the best, then how is that chasing a Canelo sweepstakes by a fighter just wanting to fight the best guy who you guys claim that's in boxing? Make up your mind. I'm just saying it wasn't no stimulus check. It wasn't no payday. It wasn't no you just trying to get a handout when anybody wanted to fight Floyd Mayweather, and everybody know fighting Floyd Mayweather was a sweepstakes. Yet that was not said. And we know everybody was trying to land a Floyd Mayweather fight to get that huge payday. Yet it was never mentioned of no fucking severance package, no fucking payday, no stimulus check, no none of that. None of that language was used. So I guess none of the time when Mayweather was the highest paid athletes in sports, period, I guess nobody was going for money when they was trying to fight Floyd. That was just them challenging Floyd, right? But if you challenge Canelo, you want a fucking payday. Get out of here with this shit. Just get out of here with this shit. Because at the end of the day, there's no proper excuse that you can make for this. You know? So that's what David Benavides offered. And if David Benavides didn't offer you nothing, when Brian Custer asked you, did you want to fight David Benavides? You could have said it right there. No, I don't want to fight David Benavides. He doesn't offer me nothing. But instead, you said yes. Why not? I want to give the fans the fights they want to see. You said the same thing about Charlo. Yes, why not? I want to give the fans the fights they want to see. Well, the fans want to see this fight. And yet you talking about to people like Mike Tyson, oh, I don't care what he wants. I don't. It's not just Mike Tyson. It's not just Mike Tyson that wants you to fight David Benavides. Everybody want to see if you can pull this off. And it's a proper challenge, and it'll do good numbers. So that's what he offers you. But if you was never interested, if you never wanted to fight the guy, just like Canelo Alvarez says, nobody controls me. I do what I want. Nobody twisted your arm and made you say you wanted to fight a guy in all actuality you want no parts of. Who forced you to do that? If you was really your own man, you should have said it right there on Brian Custer's show. No, I don't want to fight David Benavides. He has nothing to offer me. No, I don't want to fight Charlo. He doesn't have nothing to offer. But instead, you said, no, I want to give the fans the fights that they want to see. So give the fans the fight that they want to see. And then when they ask for it, don't act all shocked and offended that they want to see you fight the very same person who you said you wanted to fight because you wanted to please the fans. Make your fucking mind up at the end of the day. Or just keep fighting these Sesame Street characters and stop trying to pretend like you the number one pound for pound fighter when you ain't doing no number one pound for pound shit. I've already said this before. People have already accepted that you're going to fuck people over on the scorecards. Okay? People already accepted that you're going to get away with taking PEDs. How much more passes and special treatment do you have to give a so-called pound for pound fighter who's not supposed to need no special treatment, who's not supposed to need no help from judges, and who's not supposed to need any kind of sympathy or a bodyguard fan base to protect them from the very thing in which they embrace, and that is being the best and being number one. How are you going to be number one and yet get mad that you're the only one called out? That don't even make fucking sense. If you're really number one in the sport and you're at the top, okay, everybody aims for the top. So when people aim for the top, they want a fucking payday. They just don't want to fight the best. So don't call yourself the best. But you're not going to do that. You're going to call yourself the best, then bitch because people want to fight the best, and then tell them they just want a fucking payday, but then go around and turn around and fight somebody coming off a fucking loss who don't offer you shit. Constant contradictions, left, right, up and down. You know, they have no place to stand on. We all just accept the fact at the end of the day, Canelo Alvarez is a cartoon character. Okay? Have him fight Triple G, then go on have him fight Jake Paul, because that's what they setting this shit up for anyway. And what does fighting Triple G for a third time offer you? A tapped out burn. Everybody see Triple G is not the same. That's not no challenge. That's not no best fighting the best. That's not doing no legacy shit. But then again, this is why we at the state we at in boxing. And that's all I got on this. I'm out.